Have you ever wondered what might lurk in the shadows of a deserted road late at night? Picture this. You're driving along, the hum of the engine your only company as the moonlight casts long, sinister shadows across the highway. The world outside your car window is plunged into an inky blackness that seems to stretch on forever. Road trips, we all love them. The thrill of the unknown, the open road stretching ahead, the promise of new experiences around every bend. But what happens when the journey takes an unexpected turn into the realm of the inexplicable and terrifying? What happens when the road trip becomes a horror story? Tonight we're going to explore the chilling side of the open road. Stories that are not just figments of a writer's imagination, but real encounters that have left their mark on those unfortunate enough to experience them. The open road, a symbol of freedom and adventure, can also be a landscape of terror. Let's delve into our first tale. Our first tale transports us to a desolate highway, deep in the heart of the night. Envision a pair, drained from a rigorous day spent traversing endless miles, their car headlights carving a path through the pitch-black void. The haunting stillness of the surrounding wilderness is pierced only by the ceaseless drone of the engine and the sporadic calls of a distant owl, its hoot a spectral lullaby. Out of the gloom materializes a figure, a nomadic traveler, thumb extended in the universal signal of a plea for a ride. His face is shrouded in mystery, hidden beneath the wide brim of a weather-beaten hat. Despite their misgivings, the couple, driven by an innate sense of human decency, decide to offer him a lift. As they resume their journey, the pair makes attempts to engage their newfound passenger in polite conversation. His replies, however, are alarmingly vague and cryptic. He recounts tales of places that exist only in the realm of myth and times that perturbingly predate the couple's own lifetime. His voice, an empty echo, sends a wave of icy chills cascading down their spines, morphing their initial act of kindness into a mounting dread. Unperturbed by their unease, the hitchhiker continues to spin his web of fantastical stories, each more bewildering than the last. A town swallowed by an eternal tempest, a bridge that serves as a gateway to an ancient city submerged beneath the waves, a clock tower that tolls 13 times at the stroke of midnight. The couple exchange uneasy glances, their hearts hammering a frenzied rhythm against their ribs. The presence of the hitchhiker, once a welcome respite from solitude of the road, has now become a wellspring of tangible fear. Abruptly, the stranger requests they halt the vehicle. They find themselves at a crossroads lost in time, the signpost weather-beaten and indecipherable. The wanderer alights, his silhouette bathed in the eerie of the car's taillights. He slowly turns to face the couple. For the first time, they glimpse his face, or rather, the disturbing absence of one. Where there should have been features, eyes, a nose, a mouth, there exists only a chilling void. The couple gasp in sheer terror, their blood crystallizing in their veins. The spectral figure raises a hand, not in menace, but in a silent goodbye. Then, in the blink of an eye, he fades into the obscurity of the night. The couple, breathless and trembling with adrenaline, accelerate away as fast as their vehicle allows, leaving the crossroads and the phantom traveler a distant memory. Their journey continues under the shroud of unease, the memory of the encounter a chilling testament to the mysteries of the remember. Not all who wander are lost, some are just not bound to this realm. Our upcoming narrative whisks us to a desolate gas station, a seeming relic overlooked by the passage time. Nestled deep within the barren Nevada desert, a troop of adrenaline-chasing friends found themselves stranded on a desolate stretch of road, the ominous glow of the E signaling empty on their fuel gauge. The spectral glow of a far-off gas station emerged as a lone beacon in the unrelenting darkness, a solitary oasis in the boundless desert of sand and silence. Approaching, they were met with an uncanny sight. The gas station, though illuminated, was eerily devoid of human presence. A ghostly monument from a bygone era, it appeared untouched, a time capsule of years past. The paint was flaking off in large chunks, the windows were thick with dust, and the air heavy with the pungent scent of decay. But desperate times demanded desperate actions, and left with no alternatives, they decided to brave the unknown. The friends divided, some plunging into the dimly lit station's inner confines, while others examined the foreboding pumps for any remnants of fuel. As they each delved into different corners of the forsaken station, they individually experienced a chilling series of unexplainable occurrences. One friend, his heartbeat pounding in his ears, heard the soft strains of a radio playing a nostalgic tune from the 50s, but when he traced the source, he found nothing but an old, corroded radio, visibly broken and incapable of emitting any sound. The eerie silence gripping him made his heart race even faster. Another friend, her hands trembling slightly, felt the temperature plunge drastically, her breath crystalline in the desert night, despite the scorching summer heat. The abrupt chill sent shivers down her spine. The third friend, while examining a pump, caught a reflection in the grimy glass of a man standing behind him. Turning around, he was confronted with nothing more than the endless, empty desert. His heart pounded in his chest as he tried to rationalize what he had seen. When they reconvened, each friend shared their unnerving experiences, their voices edged with rising panic. The tension spiraled as they realized that they were not alone at this forsaken gas station. An unseen, spectral entity was sharing this time-forgotten place with them. In a shocking climax, as they were gathering their courage to leave, the lights of the gas station flickered ominously and died, thrusting them into an engulfing darkness. The tranquil silence was shattered by the jarring sound of the ancient radio crackling to life, playing a haunting melody from a forgotten era. Overwhelmed by terror, the friends dashed towards their car, leaving the haunted gas station far behind, their hearts thundering in their chests and their minds ablaze with the of their encounter. Remember, next time you stop for gas, some places are best left undisturbed. Our final tale invites us on a journey through a tunnel where local lore whispers of ghostly presences. On a moonless evening, along a forsaken, dust-swirled road, a lone driver, driven by a curious thirst for the unknown, found himself nearing a tunnel notorious for its eerie atmosphere. This tunnel was a local legend, a place where the fabric of reality seemed to fray and unravel, where even the most hardy souls swore they saw shadows fluttering with spectral inhabitants, holding more than just the mere absence of light. As he guided his vehicle into the gaping maw of the tunnel, the radio sputtered static, an electronic gasp disrupting the eerie stillness. The soothing drone of the engine was swallowed by a symphony of hushed whispers, seemingly oozing from the very pores of the ancient tunnel walls. He shook his head, attempting to dismiss it as an overactive imagination, but the whispers amplified, materializing into discernible words that echoed lamentations of sorrow and despair. Suddenly his headlights flickered and dimmed, casting elongated, playful shadows that twisted into grotesque, phantom-like shapes. He noticed figures in the periphery of his vision, spectral faces contorted with torment and fear. His heart hammered a wild tattoo in his chest. His hands clutched the steering wheel with a vice-like grip, the color draining from his knuckles. A chill of dread, primal and icy, crawled up his spine, gnawing at the edges of his sanity. Against all odds, he mustered the courage to press on, to evade the nightmarish visions threatening to engulf him. But the tunnel seemed to stretch endlessly, each turn a trap that lured him deeper into the inky abyss, each straightaway a deceptive promise of escape that remained tantalizingly out of reach. In the echoing silence that ensued, he heard the innocent giggle of a child reverberating eerily through the tunnel. The sound should have been a beacon of joy, but in the accursed tunnel, it served as a bone-chilling reminder of the spectral inhabitants that resided in the heart of the shadowy gloom. Then, with no warning, a brilliant light flooded the tunnel, prompting him to hit the brakes. As his eyes adapted, he saw a figure materialize in the road, a ghostly child clutching a ball in her translucent hand. She regarded him with hollow eyes, her once innocent smile morphing into a look of sheer terror as she pointed behind him. He spun around just in time to witness the apparitions close in, faces warped in anger and suffering. Their wails pierced his ears, their icy touch sending tremors down his spine. His scream pierced the silence, echoing through the tunnel, harmonizing with the mournful song of the ghostly chorus. And then, as abruptly as it had started, it ceased. The tunnel was once again nothing more than a stone-cold, vacant husk. The man, utterly rattled to his very core, drove out into the obsidian night, irrevocably scarred by his harrowing journey through the haunted tunnel. Should you ever find yourself in a similar tunnel, tread carefully, for some paths, as they say, are best left unexplored. The road is long and filled with stories, each more chilling than the last. Our journey has taken us through ghostly apparitions and eerie encounters, each tale leaving its mark on our minds and hearts. We began with the phantom hitchhiker, a spectral figure haunting the lonely highways. This spectral passenger appearing out of nowhere vanished as mysteriously as he appeared, leaving behind a chilling dread that lingers long after the journey's end. Then we ventured into the ghostly gas station, an abandoned relic of a bygone era. Here, the past and present melded into a haunting tableau, a timeless reminder of the fleeting nature of life and the enduring mystery of the afterlife. Our journey's penultimate stop was the haunted tunnel, a dark passage that seemed to swallow light and time. Here, the echo of ghostly whispers and the chill of unseen presences turned an ordinary journey into an unforgettable nightmare. Each story, each encounter has left its mark, painting a picture of a road that is both a path to adventure and a gateway to the unknown. The road trip, a seemingly simple journey, is transformed into a voyage into the heart of darkness, revealing the hidden horrors and mysteries that lie in wait. Remember, the road is a place of adventure, but also of mystery and terror. Drive safe and always keep your eyes on the road.